My shirt rode up in the grocery store line, and I caught my reflection in that stupid security mirror. Big, dark lump on my belt. Full-on, nice job, genius moment. I yanked my shirt down like a teenager hiding a vape. What made it worse, like, there was a guy 2 spots back, eyes stuck on my waist. Not the chips, not the register, my waist. Maybe he saw nothing. Maybe he saw everything. Either way, my stomach dropped. Because if he clocked it, now I'm the story. That's the problem with most CCW advice. It sounds tough online, then you sit in a car, bend for a shoelace, reach a top shelf, and your perfect setup turns into a damn circus. So this is 5 pistols that actually make sense. Easy to carry, honest to shoot, and they run when you're tired and sloppy. And one pick looks wrong on paper. It still wins. Stay with me all the way through. Late last year in Fort Worth, I walked into a gun shop pissed off at my own CCW choices. And the first thing in my hand was a CZ P10C. Not because I couldn't shoot, because all day I kept making little adjustments. Tug the shirt, shift the belt, reseat the holster. It never stopped. This place didn't sell you. No speech, no pressure. The guy just slid the P10C across the counter like a paperclip and said, "That's what people come back for." 2 dudes beside me were hyping the micro pistols. Tiny, trendy. Everybody carries it. I didn't argue. I just grabbed the CZ and tried to make it feel wrong. Bad grip on purpose. Thumb high. Palm a little off. Rushed rack. I expected it to bite, twist, or feel toy-light. It didn't. The grip locked in anyway. The balance stayed flat. My usual little grip reset happened out of habit, and nothing changed. That annoyed me, because it meant the problem was me choosing guns that needed excuses. I picked up the cool micro again, and it felt like a compromise. I defended online. Short, snappy, impressive on paper, irritating in hands. The P10C wasn't exciting. It was relief. Still not magic, though. Get lazy with belt, holster, shirt. It prints, and you remember fast. I knew I screwed up the second I shut the door. The P365 X Macro sat on my belt, and everything felt busy. Not heavy, not too big, just busy. Like I signed up to manage it all day. Seatbelt pinned it in the car. I shifted it a hair. Shirt snagged when I got out. I tugged the hem down. Then I caught myself doing that stupid little waist check again. 2 fingers, quick adjustment, like I was checking if my fly was open. That's the brutal part. None of this looked like responsible concealed carry. It looked like I had something to hide. I walked into a store, and the line stacked up tight behind me. I went to reseat the holster and stopped halfway through the motion because, yeah, that move reads wrong when strangers are close. So I stood there, uncomfortable, acting normal, while my brain ran laps. Here's what pissed me off. The X Macro shot great. It felt like a real gun. Plenty of capacity. When I actually gripped it, it behaved. My problem wasn't performance. My problem was carry reality. It demanded a good belt, a good holster, and a shirt that cooperated. If I got lazy, it punished me fast. And what came after that, what I grabbed when I got tired of managing a gun, went smaller, simpler, and it brought its own headache. The Glock 43 got treated like some sacred little classic. I never bought that. I expected it to feel outdated like a Glock 26. Plain, behind the times, something you only carry because you refuse to move on. So I wore the 43 anyway. Not excited, more like, fine, show me. And the first thing it did was remove noise. No hotspot screaming at hour 1. No shirt tug every time I reached up. No belt hike when I stood. I kept waiting for the usual carry tax to show up and collect. It never did. What messed with me was how hard it was to start an argument with it. There wasn't a fix to make. No weird balance. No constant little adjustments to keep it from feeling stupid. It just sat where it was supposed to sit, like a tool. Boring in the exact way carry needed. Even the draw felt cleaner because nothing shifted around while my hand came in. That made me mad because it exposed how many pistols I'd been defending that require babysitting. And yeah, the limits stayed real. Less gun is less gun. Capacity is what it is. But the Glock 43 didn't win me over with hype. It won by taking away my excuses. That's a nasty feeling, because once your excuses disappear, you're the problem left standing. Halfway through the day, the Shield Plus felt like it finally behaved. I wore it before, so I didn't expect surprises. It sat flat, no tugging, no little waist checks. I forgot it was there, and that was the trap. Around hour 6, heat hit, and my holster started sinking, a millimeter at a time. The mag base didn't look like much, but it found one exact spot on my hip and started chewing. Not pain, the kind that makes you shift without thinking, then shift again, then realize you're doing it in public. I stood in a line with people tight behind me, and my hand started drifting back like I was going to fix it. I stopped halfway because that move reads like a confession. So I smiled, stayed still, and let that little bite turn into a hot coin under my skin. That's what I mean by fooled. The Shield Plus ran quiet until it decided to collect rent later. I didn't ditch it. I dressed around it. I adjusted the ride height. I carried a tiny bandage once. Yeah, real tough. It cost less, carried dumb easy, and still ran, which made people even louder too. And that's when I did something that surprised me. I reached for the one everybody talks trash about, the one the comment section calls cheap. A whole different kind of bastard energy. It didn't chew my hip. It made people mad for existing. Say Taurus G3C out loud and you already hear the crowd. Cheap. Junk. Good luck. People talk about it like it personally robbed them. Mine earned some of that hate. For a long time, it jammed enough that I stopped trusting it. Not once in a blue moon. The kind where you start carrying something else, and this one turns into that drawer gun you side-eye. Last month I fixed it. Real fix. Not the little coping ritual where you wipe it down and tell yourself it's probably fine now. And I did the only thing that matters. I went to the range and I fed it 500 rounds like I was trying to make it fail in front of me. No warm-up ceremony, no babying it. Load, shoot, load, shoot. Hands got tired. Grip got sloppy. I started rushing because boredom set in. And boredom is where guns show their real personality. It kept running. It made me happy because now I couldn't dismiss it. I couldn't laugh it off as Taurus being Taurus. I held it there thinking, where was this version when I needed it? And the worst part? Even after 500, I still waited for it to embarrass me again. That old memory didn't leave. Overall good CCW it is. What I grabbed after that wasn't better, it was just different. And it made the snobs even louder. A buddy told me he'd been carrying a PSA Dagger Micro, and I had that instant reaction in my head like, really? That's the choice? I didn't say it. I just nodded and already wrote the whole story for him. Cheap lane, easy answer, predictable compromise. Kind of gun you buy when you don't know better. Then he started explaining why, and it wasn't defensive. No, bro, it's just as good. No coping. That's what caught me. He said it like a guy talking about tires. Practical. Thought through. Almost annoyingly reasonable. He carried it because he didn't treat it like a sacred object. If it got sweat on it, scratched, slammed into a door frame, whatever. He didn't have a little emotional breakdown. If something wore out, he replaced it without acting like he was committing a sin. He spent the money where it actually mattered. Holster setup, mags, reps. The gun was just the tool in the middle of that. And that ruined my easy joke because I realized I wasn't judging his carry results. I was judging the price tag and the brand name like a snob. I still side-eye the long-term trust. I still wait for it to do something dumb. But I couldn't clown him anymore. Not after hearing how calm his logic was. That bothered me more than the gun. That mirror thing still rides with me because I keep doing the same dumb math. Comfort, concealment, shootability, like one more purchase fixes it. It doesn't. These picks all point to the same boring reality. The gun you actually keep on, you beats the one you brag about. A compact that does everything. A high cap micro that doesn't feel like a toy. A slim carry piece that stays simple. A workhorse that just behaves. And the value pick that makes people roll their eyes right until it keeps running. Comfort and shootability still fight. Capacity and concealment still fight. Some days I nail it. Some days I catch that reflection again and I get quiet because fine flips to oh shit fast. I'm Steve and I still don't like it, but it keeps showing up anyway today.